Harper Audio presents Dog Soldiers in the Presence of Heroes by Isabel George. Read by Adam Boakes, Colleen Prendergast, and Caroline Guthrie. Northern Ireland Border, Clougha, County Tyrone, 23rd of July, 1973. Corporal Brian Criddle, RAVC, was injured when an IRA bomb, hidden in a milk churn, was detonated remotely. He died due to head injuries 4 days later. His dog, Jason, was blown 30 feet into the air but survived. Northern Ireland, Kilkeel, 28th of May, 1986. Corporal Brian Brown, QGM, from Ballynahinch, was a member of 3 UDR, Ulster Defence Regiment, and had been awarded the Queen's Gallantry Medal for his service in Northern Ireland. He lost his life on the 28th of May, 1986, when a bomb exploded at a garage in Kilkeel. Oliver, his search dog, was also killed in the blast. The ashes of the faithful yellow Labrador were buried with his master. Northern Ireland, Crossmaglen, 21st of May, 1988. Corporal Derek Hayes of the Royal Pioneer Corps died with his army search dog, Ben, when an IRA booby trap bomb exploded. Corporal Hayes and Ben were on patrol in Crossmaglen when they were asked to investigate a partly hidden box in a ditch, but as they approached, the device exploded, killing them both. The ashes of the faithful yellow Labrador were buried alongside the soldier. Northern Ireland, Belfast, 25th of May, 1991. Corporal Terry Geordie O'Neill was the victim of a coffee jar bomb. Semtex, nails, bolts, and ball bearings. He was killed instantly. Darren Swifty Swift, his fellow handler, standing alongside him, lost both legs in the attack, which took place as the 2 soldiers exercised their dogs in the yard of the Army Dog Unit. Several dogs were injured in the blast, including Geordie's dog Blue and Swifty's dog Troy. 4 dog soldiers lost their lives during the Troubles in Northern Ireland between 1973 and 1991. The conflict in Afghanistan was to claim the next man and dog. Introduction. As you made your way to the kennels at Camp Bastion, it said you could hear, from meters away, the dogs preparing their noisy welcome. Your walk would take you past innumerable dust-covered vehicles, and around you men and women in desert fatigues moved with constant purpose as life played out on the British Forces base in Afghanistan. In among these scenes of everyday life stood memorials to the fallen, like markers among the living. Sand-coloured walls of remembrance and glistening brass crosses rose defiant against the Afghan sky, bearing the names of the mighty and the brave, the men, women and dogs killed in action since the conflict began in 2001. The memorial to the fallen dog soldiers wasn't easy to miss. It wasn't meant to be. And it wasn't hewn from traditional cold stone or rock. The lovingly carved wooden paw linked with metal chains was created by members of the RAVC, the Royal Army Veterinary Corps, in honour of their own. It bore the names of 2 brave young soldiers and their loyal bomb dogs, Lance Corporal Kenneth Rowe and his dog Sasha, and Lance Corporal Liam Tasker and his dog Theo. The men and their dogs died in the line of fire. The RAVC lost 2 men and dogs, and 2 mothers lost their sons. The 2 boys grew up with a love of animals, especially dogs, and a desire to not just do a job but enjoy their chosen career. To them, life was too precious to waste on doing something that meant nothing. They were lucky, as they both had the support of their families, and when the RAVC became their second home, it was a choice their mothers understood. The love of dogs was in their blood, an echo from childhood, and it had found its way through again. And for both mothers, there was a massive comfort. Their sons would never be lonely with a dog at their side. Kenneth and Liam didn't need to be told that working with dogs is never a walk in the park, but for them the job was a joy. The series of protection dogs, and then the bomb dogs all left their mark, some more permanent than others. In whatever discipline they were working, both men stood out from the pack as natural handlers. Their skills were noted by their superiors, and they were the ones to watch as...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?